What is up, guys? Mauna here from MauGT, back again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Anker SoundBuds Slim. Now, you might have heard me talk about the SoundBuds Slim in the past. They're the sub $30 wireless earphones from Anker that pack a 7-hour battery life, water resistance, and pretty good sound quality for the price. Well, Anker has refreshed the SoundBuds Slim. This is not the SoundBuds Slim Plus, these are the new SoundBuds Slim. They've added a few new features, and today we're going to take a look at them, compare them to the old SoundBuds Slim, and see if it's worth the upgrade. Let's get started. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. So on the right here I have the new SoundBuds Slim, and on the left here I have the old SoundBuds Slim. Now, just looking at the earbuds, you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference between the new ones and the old ones. They still come with the exact same ear tips and ear hooks. The buds are exactly the same size and shape. They're still magnetic with the Anker logos on each bud. And until you take a closer look, you won't be able to tell the difference between the old and the new. One of the key differences, and one that actually makes a big difference in everyday usage, is the flat cable. So the new ones do have a flat cable now instead of the classic rounded off cable that pretty much every single pair of earphones has. Only a few pairs of earphones you'll find them with flat cables. The new SoundBuds Slim are one of them. It makes a big difference. They're a lot more comfortable around the neck. They both weigh about the same, but that flat cable does make a little bit of a difference. The next big difference is the controls. So if we take a look at the controls here on both the new and the old SoundBuds, you can see that the shape of the control stock, I guess, themselves is a little bit different. You can see that it's actually a little bit shorter, but it is about the same width. And the design is a little bit different, as you can see. The buttons are now more rectangular. They're still not rectangles, of course, but they're more like rectangular-like, or rectangle-like, whereas the buttons on the old controls are just completely rounded off. It's a lot more rubbery on here, but here it's just straight up plastic. And then you've got a frosted plastic underneath the buttons where all the lights are, where previously the lights would just come through the microphone hole here. And then the microphone has been relocated to the back of the earbuds, whereas it's on the front here. And we'll talk about this later, but I've noticed much improved call quality and microphone quality with that switch. So those are really the main physical differences that you're going to notice between the old SoundBuds Slim and the new SoundBuds Slim. Now, the design of the new SoundBuds Slim isn't the only thing that's changed. Anker has changed a few other things too, and they've added some new features. For example, the SoundBuds Slim, the old SoundBuds Slim used Bluetooth 4.2, I believe, whereas the new SoundBuds Slim use Bluetooth 5.0. Which is a big difference because now we have AAC and true aptX support on the new SoundBuds Slim without having to go up to the SoundBuds Slim Plus. So we're getting better audio quality here just because of the increase in the Bluetooth version, and we're also getting better range as well, and also better battery life, which we'll talk about later on. Another difference is that you can now connect the new SoundBuds Slim to 2 devices at once. So for example, I can connect my SoundBuds Slim to my Essential phone, and I can connect my SoundBuds Slim to my laptop, and whichever one is playing audio, it will intelligently switch between the two. But if I get a call on my phone, I don't have to disconnect my earbuds from my laptop and reconnect them to my phone. I can just pick up the call straight from the earbuds, and I'll be good to go. And then once I'm done with the call, I can go back to watching YouTube on my laptop if I want. Now, I just mentioned this before, but there is also increased battery life. So it's jumping from 7 hours to 10 hours here on the new SoundBuds Slim, and that's about right. In my usage, it's about 10 hours. I can go using these all day, pretty much all day, for 2 days on a single charge. The battery life is so much better on these. Now, with these SoundBuds Slim, after a few months, the battery life started to get a little worse for me. I've only had these for a couple weeks, so I'm not sure if that's the same thing is going to happen to these as well. But I'll keep you guys updated, so make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for those kinds of updates. Those are really the major differences between the old and the new ones. So better sound quality with Bluetooth 5.0, AAC, and aptX, better battery life, and just overall a better fit and finish with the earbuds. Now we're going to dive into each one, the connecting and pairing process, just to see if it's really worth it to try and get these over these, or if it's really worth it to upgrade from the old ones to the new ones. Alright guys, so I've got both the new SoundBuds Slim and the old SoundBuds Slim paired up to my Essential phone. The pairing process for both is exactly the same. You simply hold down the middle button on both earphones. Well, obviously not both at the same time, but like for whichever one you're doing, you hold down the middle button, the light will flash, and you'll hear a tone in your ear. You go to pair new device, or however the pairing method works on your phone, tap SoundBuds Slim, and you're in. One interesting thing is that the connection and pairing tone from the old ones has changed to the new ones. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find a good way to convey that sound to you over video, but just know that the sound is different and it's a little less jarring. It's actually a pleasant sound, if that makes any sense. And it'll even announce the battery through a voice. So it'll say battery high, battery medium, battery low. And whereas with these ones, it would like continuously beep when the battery went low. This one, it'll just say it twice and it'll duck the music so you can still hear your music, but it'll, make sure you're aware of the battery. So you can see I have both of them connected here. I've got the old ones here at 60% and the new ones here at 70%. You can see that the new ones are actually active. So if I were to hit play in Spotify right now, it would go through these, not these. But you can actually see one of the biggest differences between the two earphones here in the Bluetooth menu. If we go into settings for the old SoundBuds Slim, you can see we have phone calls, media audio, contact sharing, the Bluetooth address, SoundBuds Slim, 60% battery, forget, disconnect, all the usual options. If we go into the new SoundBuds Slim, we've got SoundBuds Slim, active, 70% battery, forget, disconnect, yada yada yada, phone calls, media audio, contact sharing, Bluetooth address. But the new option here is HD audio, and it's specifically using the AAC codec. Like I said, this is one of the biggest differences between these two earbuds. These do sound quite a bit better. It's not like a huge difference, but it's enough that it's noticeable. And that's partially in thanks to HD audio as well as Bluetooth 5.0. And it's just one of the biggest differences, and it's the easiest to show. Obviously, I can't really convey the sound quality of the two very easily, but just through that setting, you can see that these have HD audio and these do not. So now we're going to go ahead and hop into Spotify to show off the controls. So it's one tap, play, and pause. So if I press this, it starts to play. Press this to pause. Press this to play again. Volume up, volume down, and then I can hold for a short amount of time and let go, and Google Assistant pops up. And we'll just tap out of that. The same thing works over here on these SoundBuds. So I'm just going to press it to switch it over to these. So one tap to pause, one tap to play, volume up, and volume down. And then pause again, and then I can hold it for a short amount of time, and Google Assistant pops up just the same. So the controls are very, very simple, and they have not changed at all. Now, one other thing that's important to note about these is that, like a lot of other more expensive pair of earphones, you can connect them to two devices at once. Now, unfortunately, I don't have another device that I can use to demonstrate this for you guys, but basically what this means is I can have my SoundBuds connected to my phone and my laptop. I can be listening to music on my laptop or watching a YouTube video, and then if I need to listen to an audio message real quick or I'm getting a phone call, the earbuds will automatically switch back over to my phone once they detect that there's audio coming from my phone. Then once I'm ready to go back to my video or my music on my laptop, I simply just hit play on my laptop, pause whatever I'm listening to on my phone, and it just switches over without disconnecting. So I don't have to disconnect from my phone and then repair to my laptop and then disconnect from my laptop and repair to my phone. It's connected to both devices at once. This is something that these are not capable of, and I can demonstrate that for you real quickly. So if we go into the Bluetooth menu, so the way to pair it to a new device, either one of them, is to hold these two buttons up and down, volume up and down, until the light starts flashing, and you see that it disappeared from the connected. So it's no longer connected to these SoundBuds Slim. However, if I repeat the same process With these, volume up and volume down, the light starts flashing, but you can see that they are still connected. So yes, you can connect these to two different devices at once, which is probably another advantage of adding Bluetooth 5.0 to these instead of using Bluetooth 4.2. Alrighty guys, it is conclusion time. Now the first thing I'm going to address is, should you upgrade from the old SoundBuds Slim to the new SoundBuds Slim? Like if you already have a pair of the old ones, should you really shell out another 25, 30 bucks for the new pair? My answer to that is, it depends. Now the old pair of SoundBuds Slim is still really, really good. They still have pretty good battery life, they still sound really good, they still have the same water resistance. But there are some things on the new pair that just do it for me that would make it worth it for me personally to upgrade. For one, the design of the controls is a lot better. The flap that's covering the earphone, the flap that's covering the charging port is a lot more seamless. It sits more flush with the body of the earbuds. The microphone has been relocated to the back, like I said earlier, so you get a much clearer call quality than you do on this one. On these, it's pretty much so easy for people to hear me when I'm talking on the phone. When I talk on the phone with these, people complain that they can't hear me very well at all. Battery life is so much better on the new ones, and the sound quality is just good enough, or it's just enough better, I guess is how you would say that, for me to prefer these over these. Now, another reason why you might want to consider going from these to these is that, well, this is technically my third pair of SoundBuds Slim. I have my original pair somewhere else. These were a replacement for my original pair, and these are a replacement for this pair. What happened with my original pair and with this pair is that the left side of the earbud completely stopped working around November, December of last year. I got them just before, a couple months before summertime, and I came back from a trip, was using them all throughout then around November, December, these earbuds gave out on me. Or, well, the originals gave out on me, and these were supposed to be the replacements for them. Then around the same time, a couple weeks ago, these ones gave out as well, and these were the replacements, and they just so happened to be the refreshed version of the SoundBuds. Now, it's a little bit too early for me to say that I can't recommend these because they have poor durability. I've had no problems with these, and it's very likely that with the refresh, Anker also strengthened the connections here with the earbuds themselves to make sure that such a thing doesn't happen again. But I will say, if you do decide to upgrade or even pick up a pair of SoundBuds at all, make sure that you're careful with them because it is possible that they will stop working like mine did. Now, if you just have, some crappy pair of wireless earbuds, or you're looking to get into the wireless earbud market, should you pick up the new SoundBuds Slim over the old SoundBuds Slim? Definitely, it's a no-brainer. In fact, you should try as hard as you can to make sure you get the refreshed pair. I'm not sure if they've started selling these through Amazon, as I got these as a replacement, but it's very likely that they have. And if they haven't, I'm sure you can contact customer support and see if there's anything you can do about that, because they're the exact same price, but you're getting a 3-hour increase in battery life and better sound quality. So if you don't even have a pair of these yet and you're looking to get a pair, try to get the new ones as much as you can. It's definitely worth it. For 30 bucks, it's one of the best pairs of wireless earphones you can get, period. Alrighty guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like it and leave a comment down below if you're going to be picking up a pair of SoundBuds Slim, or if you already have a pair, let me know what your experience with them is. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for daily updates, well, hopefully daily. Links are in the description below, and I'll also put a link to the Amazon page for the SoundBuds Slim in the description as well. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving break. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.